Hello everyone, welcome back to Channel 64. As you can probably hear, my voice has seen better days. I think this is the second time in a year's span that I have lost my voice, but this is the best I've actually felt in like 3-4 days. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to record since I'm gonna be busy over the next couple weeks. Last episode, we built this haunted house here. I'm quite proud with how it turned out. I haven't fully cleaned up the mess that I made. But this was the first build that we put here in the spooky district. And since then, things have been added. A lot of things. First off, what is this thing? Oh, the gas costume contest signups. That's gotta be what that is over there. So I know Loki put that together. And I think the premise is that we have these ghasts that are trapped here, and we get to make them funny little outfits for Halloween. I didn't know we had to sign up though. Here, let's read the rules. The ghasts have flown into the Channel 64 Halloween district for the festivities, but unfortunately aren't really dressed for the occasion. Help them by building Halloween costumes around them to really get them into the holiday spirit. There's no build limit or constraints. Winners and prizes will be awarded at the end for the funniest costume, the scariest costume, the most creative costume, and judges pick. And of course, participation. Loki's always good about getting something for everyone. To sign up, we gotta write our name on a piece of paper with the name of the ghast and place it in the barrel. And we've got until October 31st. All right, fantastic. So it doesn't look like we have to pay or anything. We can just do it. And I guess we get to name the ghasts too. They're not already named, are they? And these aren't happy ghasts, by the way. These are normal ghasts. But they seem harmless. Oh, they're all silent. I see. Well, I think I have an idea for what I want to do for my ghast. But I'm going to hold off building anything just yet because there's a couple things I want to get to first. But that looks amazing and I'm really excited to try it. I don't have anything spooky in mind, but I have an idea that would probably be considered creative. Now, let's see what else has been built here. I think Oliver made this. Oh, it's being haunted. And I think he also made that clock tower there. I guess they're supposed to be Roman numerals, but they all look like number 2. Or 8. They could also look like 8s. It's a lot of 8s. And I think that's it. Not too much has been built here yet, but I know the cast have plans. Now, I want to go see how the rock shop has been doing. This is something that I made last episode, and we only had 6 rocks for sale. So hopefully we've made some sales. We've sold 5, we've got 1 left. Oh, that's awesome. 1 little lone rock. No one wanted it. I'm sure someone will come by and pick it up. We made 5 diamond blocks. Let's go. Another thing that I want to show off is something I worked on recently over in this side of Earthwater. This here is Camp Fishyada. Maybe I should say that when I get to a better angle of it. There we go. Here's a better spot to say it. This here is Camp Fishyada. It's right on the side of the Great Big Lake, also known as the ocean, but I guess it could also be a lake. And it is just that. It's a camp. I think the 2 primary people that have been working on this has been Arrington and Fish in a Suit. And it's absolutely incredible. I love the vibes. I think this build here might still be a work in progress, but I think it's like the dining hall. And right now they're working on arts and crafts, carving jack-o'-lanterns. I love the vibes. The color themes are cyan, red, and orange. There's a rock climbing wall over here, which Fish in a Suit made, and it looks so cool. Here, let me come down here. I love the vibe. There's signs saying how difficult it is to climb up them. I know if this was real life, I couldn't do any of these, probably. But it's still fun to admire. Ooh, and look at that. This one's closed to the public. Do not enter. Warning, warning, danger. But what if I want to go in? I want to go in. I'm going in, guys. I'm going in. I don't think I'm supposed to be here, but I want to see. Whoa! No wonder it's closed off. It's hiding some hidden beauty. Okay, but I think I've gone far enough. Let's head back. So we've got the lake, the hall, the rock climbing walls, and then over on this side is where the actual camping happens. So I think this is Arrington's camper van here. Camper Plaid Recreational Vehicle 6064. Oh, it looks so cool. And then that there is Paul's tent. And this one here is mine. I wanted to incorporate the camp colors. So it's a cyan tent with orange and red buttons. Oh no, wait, is that gonna, no, whoops. And then there's an orange sleeping bag, and it's got some decorational hanging signs with the colors too. I don't really know what Arrington and Fish have planned for Camp Fishyada. It's not gonna be anything that's on my main radar, but I just wanted to show you guys that it existed and it's really cool. All right, now I think I'm ready to head back to the Ghasts and let's see about decorating them. I'm going to need one that is not super close to the district so it doesn't get in anyone's way, but also hopefully not too high up from the ground. Let's see. Maybe this one here. Yeah. All right, let's go get a name tag and I'll tell you what I'm thinking for the costume. Okay, there's experience, there's signs and scaffolding, but where's the name tags? Loki, what happened to the name tags? They are here, right? Take a name tag and a sign, then name your Ghast with the name tag and mark your plot with the sign. But there's no name tags. Well, what do I do? If there were name tags, I think they'd be right here. Okay, well, you know what the solution is? We go raid Loki's storage for one. That is obviously the best solution. Because I'm out of name tags. I used my last one on making Boon Boon, the ghost that haunts my haunted house. Okay, wait, are we here? Is this Loki's storage system? Yes, it is. There it is. It's the hole in the bottom of the sea. Woo! Powdered snow for the win. All right, so where would Loki keep his name tags? Maybe unsortable and unstackable? Wait, he's got the googly eyes in here. Looks like he found them. Aha! Okay, wait. He has name tags, but they're Big Tony, King LMS, what? Okay, well then. Okay, he's got fancy rocks. Next idea is to find his villagers, because surely he has some. Loki does not seem like the kind of guy to not have villagers, and that looks like a villager trading hall to me. Oh yeah. Hello, gentlemen. Yes, good to see you all. Librarians. Name tags for a lot of emeralds. But lucky for me, I've got some emeralds left over from last episode, still in my inventory. So I'll take one of those, please and thanks. All right, name tag acquired. Let's head back. I would like to name my Ghast Rapunzel. So what I'm thinking for this Ghast is, what if we had Rapunzel with her long flowing golden hair and she's trapped away in her tower? When I read that there's like no real size limit restriction for how this could be, I was reminded of the one chunk challenge. So I thought, okay, I can just make something really tall and it might be better to do this one over here, but I think I've got my heart set on this. But yeah, I can make a giant stone tower and then build her long golden hair. And I need to write my name on this paper, right? So we got Live in Rapunzel. We'll put that in here and we'll go up and name tag our Ghast. There you go, Rapunzel. Nice. Okay, I guess I'll go find some blocks and we'll see what we can do. I'm just gonna totally wing this. One whole day later, and this turned out to be a way bigger project than I thought it would be. There were so many times that I was building this and having second, third, and even fourth thoughts. But here it is, Rapunzel and her tower. Yes, the tower is part of the costume. It felt very fitting. but also not because the Ghast is huge. This was loosely based around Disney's Rapunzel's tower, but with some modifications to fit the Ghast and some creative liberty. I had to redo this thing so many times because I just wasn't happy with the shape. The bottom was okay. I mean, it gets a little funky here closer to the top, but what can you do? Well, start over, obviously, but I didn't want to do that. And also, in the time that it took for me to build that, one of our supporting cast members, Oliver, built Carpe over here. Isn't it so cute? The only thing is that the Ghast isn't smiling. If it was a happy Ghast, it would be perfect. But this looks just like a very, what is the word? A very meh Carpe. When I had the initial idea in my head, I was going to make her hair a lot more textured. I had a lot of yellow wool, yellow terracotta, yellow concrete, and even some yellow concrete powder and some bamboo that I was going to use in this. But at the end, I just stuck with yellow wool. I can't be bothered to go back and texture that. It's just too much. There comes a point where if you're no longer having fun, you just gotta throw in the towel and say the build is good enough. I wish I could have said those wise words with a not sick voice, but here we are. And now comes the best part, cleaning up. I also have to clean my shulker monster from over there. We really need a storage room. I was going to build one, but then I decided to let someone else do that. But we've yet to have one here, so I might cave, or I still haven't decorated the haunted house, so maybe it could go in there. Ooh, that might be what I work on next. But yeah, Rapunzel's tower is done. Yeah, that's right. I caved. I went ahead and I made an interior for the house. It's nothing special, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it in here. It's really cozy. I've tried to fit tool benches or work benches, whatever they're called, like a cauldron, furnaces, anvil, stone cutter, grindstone, crafting benches, those kinds of blocks that you kind of forget about them until you need them. I've made sure to include those so that if anyone needs them, they can use them. And then I've dragged all of the blocks that I ended up having leftovers of and making a spot for community storage. I don't know. People can use it if they want. Or they don't have to. I won't judge. I also did a little bit of decorating on the upstairs here, where we've got Boon Boon, who will now haunt the attic. Isn't that right? Look at him. He's so excited to be here. I cracked open the window so he can peek out a bit, which I am intentionally trying to avoid looking out because there has been a lot of new stuff added, and I want you guys to check out the other cast members' videos to see. Oh, you are so excited, aren't you? Yeah, I know, Halloween's just a few days away. It's so exciting. And oh, Boon Boon has been very helpful, trading me lots and lots of bread to turn into custom model candy. And I've made outside here, without trying to look behind me, I made a candy bowl. Like some houses for Halloween, people don't want to have to deal with opening up the door every time it gets rung, but they still want to participate. So they'll leave out a candy bowl and put candy inside for people to take out. But you know the saying, a little goes a long way? I think the opposite can be said about Minecraft food. I didn't want to leave everyone with just one. So I made some Halloween baskets. And inside each of them contains some goodies. I don't think I'll need more than 20. I made 20 just because I don't think we'll go through that many. But I can always make more if need be. We'll start with 13 for now. And we'll see if we need to put out any more. Oh, it's getting dark though, so I think it's time to head inside and wish you all a farewell. I guess this is the part of the video where I say thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Love you all, bye!